Welcome to the Right Pour. We're going to do a fresh crack today. You have no idea what's in this package.
Nope, I'm not even allowed to look at it.
Yep. So this came from our friend, the Real Will Easy.
Oh, it's going to be something good then.
Now, it came from, I bought it from him because he sourced it for us. So I'm very excited for this. Do you have any guess, judging by what you see?
Do I need to look?
Well, I mean, you can look at the shape. Do you have any idea what it is? Based on the bottle shape. Show everyone bottle shape.
Looks like a 1792 shape, but maybe a I don't know, man. Honestly.
Okay, don't know. Cool.
I don't know. I want to be surprised. Which also too, what could it be? All right, am I supposed to keep guessing or close my eyes?
I mean, you can guess if you want. I know you're not going to guess the age. And I had a sample of this, loved it, and bought it.
Is it a Dickel?
It is a Dickel.
Oh, it's a Dickel.
It's a Dickel. This one is an incredible Dickel.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, guess what? I've actually never had Dickel before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That I know of, honestly.
That you know of, that's fair.
Mm-hmm. But bottle shares, we never know.
Yeah, you never know with the bottle share. Also, I'm just raw dogging this because I don't feel like fully unwrapping it. All right. So, do you want to do math or do you want me to tell you based off the hang tag?
Let me see here.
Oh, I realized I have it backwards. There we go.
Age 15 years.
Okay.
February 27th, 2004.
Yeah. So it's not actually a 15-year. It is a lot older. They just use it as a 15-year minimum.
Oh, wow.
This was bottled at 20 year and 1 month.
She's old.
Yep.
Now, what's the story behind the bottle? Is it just like one of his picks or?
It's just one from the bottle shop, I believe it was. I don't remember exactly what store it was. But you could tell, I mean, you look at this, he even wrapped it up dusty.
Oh, that's so cool.
This has been on the shelf for quite some time. Like, there's dustiness on this bottle. Now, he did send me a sample of this a while ago. I mean, like, I want to say sometime last year. And I was like, damn, that's really good. And then he was like, literally 2 weeks ago, he was like, oh, yeah, there's still some of those left on the shelf. I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. Excuse me?
Really?
And he was like, yep. Now, here's what I like about this, right? Knowing that I've already had it, knowing that it's 20 year. So you can find a George Dickel 15 year, read the hang tag, do the math. You can find out that they're older. He sent this to me, right? So I paid shipping for it, $80.
For a 20 year, even a 15 year?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Dude, I'm saying.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all, right? All right, let's get the fresh pop out.
Not bad.
That was pretty good.
Not bad.
Hopefully Riverside does not delete it.
Feeling sporty?
Hey, I got to get a good flavor out of it. Now, this is coming in at a 101 proof, I think.
Oh, wow, really? So,
check the label for me. I think it's a 101 proof. And I'm 90% sure it's cask strength.
It's 50.6. So,
yeah.
And some change.
Yeah.
But it is.
This is an incredible bottle. Okay. Now, a lot of people are like, George Dickel, minerality, it's terrible. You're going to taste the mineral.
Well, going into it, the only thing I've ever heard is it's rock gut whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I've ever heard.
Dude, on a fresh pop, though.
Oh, wow, that does smell good. I was not expecting that. It's very sweet, very oaky. I mean, for what it is, but still, it's old. But I'm saying, like, it's going to be very oaky.
Right. And I'm pretty sure this is. I'm pretty sure it's cask strength. I don't think it's. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's cask strength. I don't think it's, proof down. Distilled and charcoal mellowed at Cascade Hollow Distillery. Better known as George Dickel. So, on the new aroma, I'm getting cheesecake.
I'm not getting cheesecake, but I'm getting the kind of soury, sweet sour, not like sour creamish, where it's not sour creamish. What would it be? I don't know
I mean, it could be sour cream for you. It could be sour cream.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like it's got a sweet but kind of sharpness to it, where it's
Yeah.
not like candy sweet, but kind of.
The cheesecake's coming down a little bit. I'm getting like some of that oakiness that you got right off the bat. The thing is, it doesn't. Okay, so like out of a lot of other 20 years that I've like nosed and drank before, like they're a lot more oak forward. This one does not have that.
Yeah, it's more sweeter.
Yeah.
Than it definitely leads with the sweet.
Like it's complex in its age, but it's not like it's not giving you the age notes that you typically get.
And I just thought about that. I thought this was a blend whenever you were saying, or initially telling me that, because like I said, right off the rip, he was just, I never seen it, and he was explaining it to me, like just how y'all got it. But so this is a single barrel.
Yep.
So it's a 20-year single barrel, but it's just, they just have to market it as a 15 year.
Because of the labeling that they have and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh, so. No, I wonder if I'd love to know the story behind it. I wonder if it's a lost barrel.
I don't know the story. I know he told me once before. But yeah, it does say single barrel age. Well, okay, so here it is. It says it aged at least 15 years on the front. So that's how they can get away with, probably selling it a little bit cheaper. Is that people are just like, oh, it's only a 15-year, but still $80 for 15 years shipped to my door from a friend of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's not bad.
So in the store, it's probably like 65, $70.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, you can't beat it. All right, let's go in for the taste.
That is.
That's good.
That is not rock gut whiskey. Y'all lied to me. Damn.
That's good.
It does. I got like a kind of a cookie, like pie crust, but like off the back end.
Like almost graham crackery a little bit.
Well, yeah. Well, yes. Ironically, yeah.
For me, it's more graham cracker than pie crust, but I know they're pretty close.
Well, sometimes you can get those the darker ones, but that is
first sip right off the bat was so fucking good.
That's a very good overall mouthfeel, good taste, good aroma, but also lingers in a good way. And it definitely, it lingers with the flavor itself, not there's no proof at all on it, but that is.
Which is what I love. The fact that it's a low proof, what I believe is a cask strength. Pretty sure it is. But it's like, dude, the flavors are all there. Mm-hmm. You can tell it's an older whiskey with the flavors, but it's not that oaky flavor. It's clearly been in the barrel too long. It's complex because of its age.
Well, that's really good. Yeah,
it's a bomb,
and I get the how you're saying like a cheesecake off of that, but it's not. I can't figure out what it is. It's not overbearingly cheesecake. Like how like the Fainting Goat, it is like overbearingly. Well, not in a bad way, but it's just kind of like
it's the forefront. Yeah, it's the forefront of the flavors.
This one is kind of almost. I know what it might be. Kind of like that caramelized milk. Off the back end, kind of like a ice cream.
Okay.
So it's not like that's where it's like, whenever you eat ice cream, it's not like overly sweet sometimes. Yep. And you have like a natural ice cream. That's kind of what I'm getting off of that, which that is really good.
It's slept on. So my thing is, a lot of people will look at George Dickel and they'll just be like, okay, they know that minerality. They say it's bad. They listen to other YouTubers out there that are just like, oh, George Dickel's trash, this and that, And in all fairness, there's a Bardstown bottle I have behind me that I'm pretty sure has George Dickel in it, and I can taste that minerality in the back end, right? But there's all like, because it's a big blend, it's not overpowering. It just like shows its minerality. And I'm like, okay, like I'm here for that because it's so faint, so minimal. But you have like a younger George Dickel, and a lot of people say, oh, it's ass, right? Get the older stuff. Go source these older barrels that are, 15 plus years old.
And it's not that, yes, for some people, $80 might be a lot, or like you said, $65. That's still, it's a plus over $50 bottle, but it's a sub $100 bottle. And that is, you're definitely getting quality. This is very quality for what it is.
Now, if you go by, a lot of people are saying that like you go by $10 per year, right? If you're looking at this being a 20-year, you're looking at a $200 bottle. Yeah. If you do that,
well, even if not even doing the math, like you're saying, like you realize that it's a 20-year.
Yeah.
even at 15 years, that's
Still $150.
$150.
Right. So
So
you're getting a 20-year sub $100, bro.
that's pretty
You
good.
can't beat that.
So now these honestly, so what's opened me up to this? These are kind of a little bit desserty. They're more approachable in terms of they're not that harsh, and they're more. It can be more approachable for people that doesn't drink that much.
Yes.
Or doesn't even. I like having a lower proof, like on like a Tuesday or something like that, where it's not overbearing. I think this one's pretty good, and right off the rip, it's a little bit more desserty than I was anticipating. And I think it would compare really good if you're just getting into it and you're looking to go up to that other high age statement and you want to have a higher age statement bottle that you can kind of see that kind of, what would be the words? Not more complexity, but more, that's the longer age statement. And I think this is a better bottle that can show that to people. And it's really approachable for what it is. And I kind of want to look and see about finding more of these now. Cause I really like the Woodford Double Oak picks.
Yep.
The single barrel Woodford Double Oaks. That's a good one for people just getting into it, and you can find those different flavors. I feel like this one will be a very good gateway,
right?
Getting people into the older stuff, and you're not breaking the bank because, like you said, if you a 15-year that age statement can be over $100. I mean, well over $100. And if this one right here, $65, $70, $80, that's kind of under that bubble where it's still approachable for people to come in there and try it. And then even if it's, even if you have one that's not that good compared to what you were expecting, I think you could still learn off of this because then if you find one, you might actually find yourself, if you have one, it's like, oh, well, it's too oaky or something like that. You could find yourself realizing, well, maybe I don't like the older stuff right off the rip. Now, it could change. Every one of us, your palate will change, but it might be something. This is a very good learning bottle because going into it, I didn't know what he was going to have out here, and I learned something from just taking these little couple sips, and I realized I've been passing on these for years and definitely neglecting them whenever I should have been getting them or at least trying them, because I've passed up multiple store picks, multiple different things, though, just because I get the bad rep of it's a Dickel product. And I actually had the opportunity of, what's the really old one? They have like a really old Dickel. I don't know if it's like a 30-year or something. It probably, anyways, I got offered one time at MSRP. And I was like, nah, that's Dickel. I'm like, no, I ain't gonna do that. But that was years ago. But no, yeah, that's the one thing I'll take out of this right here is definitely I was part of that crowd that was like, oh, well, it's just Dickel. But I was just going off of hearsay. I was listening to other people's opinions. And the thing is, we don't know everything, but the best advice that I can give just from my own ignorance in the matter of not trying these and just getting to the point of now trying them is like, at least give them a try. Like, they're well worth that price point of at least gambling on the toss, because you're still going to come out with a old product. I mean, like you said, you can also do look at a game of trying to track one down. Like, you have one at one store that says this, figure out what the dump date is on it, or when the barrel entry date was, and just, you could kind of make a game out of it.
Right. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, in my opinion, right, overall, and I've tried a handful of Dickel products because, like, even though I hear the hype, or lack of hype, I should say, I hear the bad reviews, I've always wanted to go try them myself. So I went out and bought the bottles of the 4, 6, 8 year, the younger stuff from Dickel. And yeah, not for me, right? I'm not going to deny that. Like, you give me a younger Dickel, that minerality is all there. It is a little bit overpowering. Now, in the right setting, I was like, oh man, I actually do enjoy this. Maybe it was after a couple other pours, sitting by the fire, sitting at a music festival, whatever it was, because I did bring a bottle to a music festival with my friends, and I was like, oh, maybe once my palate got warmed up to stuff, it wasn't as bad. But I think they're a little bit, the younger stuff I do think is a little bit more on the iffy side, right?
It can, I can understand that too, especially depending on it. And one thing I've noticed is it could depend on what you ate that day, what your palate's acclimated to.
Right. And so, like, the younger stuff was but once I started exploring the Dickel older stuff, I realized that a lot of that minerality did go away. You're getting a really good complex balance, and the ones that I have sampled that are some of these 15 years, I think it's been like 3 different samples, so it's 3 different single barrels. They've all been uniquely different. This one has just been the best, where I was like, I need to buy this one for sure. Like, I was about to drive to Georgia just to go buy it because it was that good. But that's what I mean. It's like, you pass on them because you're like, oh, it's a Dickel product, and it's quote unquote, relatively inexpensive. But you kind of you see the name Dickel, but you're overlooking the age statement. Instead, look at the age statement, not look at the name. And now, in my opinion, anything over like 22, 23 years of a certain brand, specifically ass, uh, story for a different day. But at the end of the day, like you get some of these, that are a low proof age statement. And that's what I love about this one. It's a low proof age statement. So you're not getting the burns. You're not getting the ethanol. You're getting all the good flavors. And yeah, there's only probably, like for me, it's the cheesecake and a little bit of oak, maybe a little graham cracker. 3 notes overall, right?
It's simple. It's simple. Yes, it's simple, but yet it has enough, a little bit of complexity and different flavor profiles to keep you interested where it's not bland. As if you watch some other videos of ours, where there's a particular 18 year that we've tried twice, that it's just a waste of money. You could buy 2 or 3 of these bottles for the same price.
Easily, you can buy them for that. Yeah, there's no doubt. And that's the thing. That's why I want to explore more of these, because I like you passed on them for a little while, and then that's where reaching out to people, on social media, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, stuff like that, making those relationships, you can try samples. So I was like, my buddy was like, oh, I'll send you a sample of it, a handshake. And I was like, all right, I'm willing to give it a try. Like, if you're going to send me a handshake, I'll give it a try. And I was like, holy crap, you were not lying.
Okay, I will say this one right here is we've done a lot of different stuff this year, and I would say this is probably one of the top bottles that we've had, where I would say it's well diverse to be able to, we go on a trip or something like that, and we're sitting around with a bunch of people by the fire, or we're sitting around just hanging out. Even on like a work trip or regular trip or anything like that. I feel like these right here are a very, very approachable bottle for just sitting around and enjoying it for everybody. I think everybody would kind of enjoy it just to sip on.
And I think to end it on that part of it as well, I think this is the perfect bottle that you can, if you know a lot about whiskey, you can still buy it for the price, enjoy it. But I think if you don't know a lot about whiskey, this is one that you can grab on the shelf. For the most part, as long as it's over 15 years, you can show up to, a party or a friend's house and say, hey, I brought you something. I know it says George Dickel, but it's a, 15-year plus bottle. So you show that you put in thought and effort into getting a higher age statement. It's not going to be terrible by any means. And someone's going to show that you kind of put in the thought of it's a little bit more upscale. Even though you're not paying upscale prices, you're looking at it as, oh, it's over 15 years.
I think even, and this is the way I look at it, is even if it's still a talking point. It's still a very good learning talking point. Even if you've been doing this for 20 years, you're doing it for 2 months. It's a 15 to 20 plus year. Like I said, you can figure that out depending on which one you get. It's no less than 15 though, but it's definitely a talking point. You can learn something out of it. So either way, you're going to learn something, and you might figure out stuff that you like and what you don't like. And
impress people in the process too.
Yeah,
because I impressed you on this one.
Yeah, you did definitely. And so very much thank you, Will, for sending that. You paid for it, but you shipped it. So
right, exactly. Didn't make me drive Georgia, but no, this is definitely an incredible product. I think that more people should be on the hunt for these older George Dickel bottles. I think they have a lot to offer that people are underestimating, and that is why they are the price they are. Also, I believe they should stay that price. Simple as that. So let us know down in the comments. Have you had any of these George Dickel 15 plus year single barrels? What do you think of them? Do you just pass by them because it's a George Dickel name too? We'd love to hear your feedback down below. If you got this far, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Till next time.
Cheers, y'all.